Hi there, welcome back to The Brief. Today I'm joined by Metro Namibia's Managing Director, Mr. Bryan Davis. Good morning, Mr. Bryan. How are
Good
you?
morning. Very well, and you?
I'm good, thank you. So, can you just start us off by giving us a brief introduction about Metro Namibia and how it has evolved over the years?
Thank you. We, the Cephalana Group from Botswana, bought this company going on 12 years ago now. And just to illustrate on what our growth pattern has been, when we bought the company, we had 12 odd stores, and we're now up to 33 outlets. We had about a 500 million turnover at that stage. We now, very proud to say, we're on 5 billion. We employed 300 people then. We now employ well over 2,000 people. So we situated right across the country, all the way in the north from Katima down to Ludwitz in the south. And this business was pretty much a wholesale business when we bought it. And over the years, we've evolved it into a hybrid business. Now, for those that don't know what a hybrid means, it's a combination between wholesale and retail. In other words, right across the spectrum. And that serves customers across the country in the wholesale and the retail spectrum. Okay. We launched our fresh store and our service departments. And just for those who don't understand what service departments is, it's fruit and veg, it's bakery, it's butchery, it's hot foods. Those are the service departments essentially. And we launched those in a number of stores. I can tell you our learning curve was very steep. We never stopped learning. And we were up against some opposition that are really very good. So we had to make sure that we stretch ourselves further than what we even knew we could do. And I'm very proud to say that we managed to get through it quite well, and we're doing quite well with our service departments, but it's still a work in progress. Another thing that we did was we opened up, we did a trial run on supermarkets, and we've opened up a number of retail stores. And we'll talk about it a bit later, I'm sure.
Yes.
But we're quite impressed with what we're able to accomplish over there. Okay. So that's our kind of a broad outline on our history to date.
So Metro recently launched its ready-to-eat offering. So I'd just like you to give us a brief description about that and how much you guys invested in that initiative.
Well, I can tell you we've invested a lot of money and time, particularly in research and development to get us to the stage that we are now. We probably spent the last 2 years on intensive back and forth on getting the range correct. It's obviously important that you need to make sure that whatever you've got is going to be suited to our market that we're in. The Namibian tastes, products that they essentially would like to have, etc., etc. So, we've launched a range now, but is that the end of it? Or is that, it's a work in motion. So, we continually striving to get feedback from the customers, and where we need to make improvements, we most certainly will. Where we need to make additions to the range, we most certainly will. So, it's very encouraging to see that we've been, I think it's about a month now since we launched it, and it's been very successful. And the biggest thing is a lot of customers have come back and back again for a number of the lines that they find being their favorites. So it's very encouraging.
I saw the variety and it's actually impressive. I would even come back just to buy something.
Well, that's great to hear. Thank you.
I would also like to find out about Metro's expansion plans. Are you guys looking for new partnerships, or are you guys going to expand into other towns maybe?
I don't want to be sounding as though I don't want to tell you what's going on, but we're in a highly competitive environment.
Yes.
And, there's some things I don't want to talk about on a public platform at this point in time. All I can tell you is that we as Metro and the team that we have, we really want to make sure we can get to be able to get as far as we can, every Namibian to experience the Metro experience, which is value for money, excellence in service, and all those things that actually go together with it. And as I say, we're working very hard on it. We have a whole number of opportunities, but you can't do them all at the same time. But I can assure you that we are not going to stop growing.
I would like to find out, how do you balance between hypermarkets and smaller supermarket models?
The hypermarket format that is over here is, it's actually the biggest store in Namibia, the biggest single store in Namibia, and it continues to be that. So, we have an offering for a wide spectrum of customers in this particular store. We have plans for it going forward with regards to, you have to keep up to date. You've got to revamp. You've got to offer the customers what is now the latest things and the latest way they want to get things done. There is so much that is done under this one roof over here at the Hyper. I don't know whether we were able to expand and do exactly the same kind of format anywhere else, because this is really a big one. But is there opportunities for a Hyper, sort of a smaller concept Hyper in other places in the country? It's all those kind of things that we're considering. Okay. Under this roof, we've opened the fresh store, we've opened the home store, which is looking very encouraging as well. So, all those opportunities we're going to be looking at going forward.
So what strategies is Metro using to remain competitive when it comes to pricing? Because I checked the pricing at the ready to
eat,
offering, and the pricing is actually very affordable. Like, you can get a dinner package for less than $100. So how are you guys just keeping up with the pricing?
Sure.
Yes.
Look, it's difficult, I must tell you. And in case anybody hasn't noticed, there's a war out there. And the war is probably to the betterment of the consumer that's out there, because, every day is a battle to remain competitive. But this is the game we're in, and we're not scared. We will continue doing what we need to do. We've got a tagline that says bigger, better, and always cheaper. And that's exactly what we strive to do continually. Is it easy? No. But we're not going to give up. We've got a number of things that we do to make sure that we continually offer the best prices to our customers. And it's important to have very good relationships with your suppliers, etc., as part of the game. But you have got to be on point. Otherwise, you don't exist anymore. It's as simple as that.
At the beginning, you spoke about how you guys employ over 2,000 people, if I'm not mistaken. So can you please just tell me, how many more people can we expect you guys to employ?
We're almost up to 2,500 now already. And, as I mentioned earlier, 12 years ago, we were on 300 people. Job creation is an immensely important thing in this country, and we all know that without job creation, we're not going to get the growth out of this country. So we obviously play a role with regards to that. And we have to make sure that we're empowering people, that we're employing as many as we possibly can. Everybody knows that the minimum wage increased, which makes it a little bit more difficult to give more people work. However, we are determined that we're not going to slack off on our service. We're going to make sure, and we need to make sure we've got enough people that we've employed that we can have succession planning, that we can train people, that they can give better service to the customers, and they can improve their lives as well. So to give you an exact figure of how many we're going to be, I would be lying to you, because I can't really tell you. But are we going to be employing more people as the time goes on? Absolutely we will. Absolutely.
Looking ahead, what do you see as the biggest challenge when it comes to retail expansion, or what opportunities do you see in this retail expansion?
We are very bullish about the future of Namibia. The people are determined to make sure that we've got growth here. There's a new vibe around. And there's all sorts of industries that are now starting to come up, which will obviously engender further growth for the country. But we all play a role to make sure that it's done, that we take the opportunities that there are there. Challenges, there are millions. Risks, there are millions. We don't dwell on the negative. There are really big opportunities. We have to take them and we have to continue growing.
Thank you so much, Mr. Davis. I think a lot of people are actually looking forward to this interview because not a lot of people know about Metro and what you guys have to offer, especially this ready-to-eat offering. Because I was shocked when I came here and that was the first thing I saw. So thank you so much for this
interview. Just to end on, before you end off there, we're small but we think big.
Yes.
If you understand what I mean.
Yes.
And we're determined to carry on like that. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. We have come to the end of our interview with Mr. Bryan Davis from The Brief, and I thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to all our platforms.